And good evening, Bitcoin Gladiators. This is Drew coming with the evening market report for Friday. Before I get started, just wanted to talk something unrelated to crypto. Congratulations to the Canadian team, Montreal Canadiens. That was quite the epic game, overtime win. And so, I was just reflecting on that game. The Montreal Canadiens were outplayed through the whole game. But you know what? Despite that, they persevered through patience, perseverance, and good goaltending. And they didn't panic when things were grim, but they kept on fighting, and at the end, they won. So, I want to encourage all of you in the Bitcoin Gladiators team. When you feel like you're losing, you're never considered to lose until you give up, until you sell your position, and when you fall into the trap of feeling defeated is when you lose. So I want to encourage all of you that despite of what happened in the last 2 to 3 days, there's been a lot of FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And just want to encourage you, since 2009, this is not the first time that something like this has happened. Of course, there are conditions that are uncontrollable to our side of things, but the things you can't control, don't control it. Just continue to be patient and to hold on. There are many people who sold their position for some reason when it's low, when they bought high, and I keep saying that is the worst thing you can do. For all of us, we're holding our position because of the markets and what we see that's about to happen in the near future. So, coming back to the Bitcoin, as we begin to look, there's a massively strong support right over here. As you begin to see here and to here, this is pretty much the end of the road with the train, because for it to come from here to here, especially with the Bitcoin, it takes a lot of money to short, like a lot of leverage, a lot of money, and now it's already done. So with that said, kudos to those now that are going to follow my trade to buy a position going long this way. And we're going to see 3 points. The first is this point right here at 36,000. Once it hits this, it's probably going to stay in this vicinity for a little bit of time. And then once it crosses here, it's going to hit this next one at 37 and then continue to move like this. And in the third, it's going to be a pump all the way to $40,000 right over here. And then once this happens, it's probably going to come back to correct at 39 and then move its way up as it continues to rise. Because what's happening is there's been a lot of fear, especially in the stock market. As you can see, the stats, a lot of people on Wall Street are losing money because of what's happening in the US economy. The banks and all of these people in Wall Street are panicking, so they're trying their best to try to scare the people in Bitcoin. But you know what? We're going to have our diamond hands and we're going to hold on and actually buy more because the price is really low and it's never going to be this low again. So moving on to this, once this begins its way back up, we're also going to see this move into the specific area. Once it breaks free, the first move is going to be at 2881, or the worst case scenario will be 1895. So again, kudos to those who've been buying in at the dips, but this is going to be the bottom of the dip because Bitcoin already has bottomed. So for those who are going to follow my trade, I'm also going to buy this dip right here as it continues to rise. It'll possibly go like this and then move up, and my first stop will be right over here at 2881, and I will not lose or sell or liquidate my position until it reaches to the 2885 point. Also, as we wrap this up, we begin to see also the movement in XRP as it's being affected by the Bitcoin. but we do see a very strong support here also at about 76 cents, and it just hits it, and it keeps reflecting, as I was mentioning to the newbies in the channel. Once it keeps hitting the one side on the top, it's a signal that it's probably going to work its way back up. So again, kudos to those who've been buying the dips here, which I've been doing. And now looking at this price, I'm going to be buying a position going long, going towards $1.12, which is going to be a very, very good move. But if it does come down one more time, I'm just going to keep on buying the dips until it continues its way up. But by the looks of it, as we can see here, it's going to work its way up. So other than that, I'm just going to take a look at the RSI just to confirm. As we begin to see here, it's already at its low. So once it hits the bottom here, all of this is room for growth and profit. If this RSI was here in the position that it's in now, then I would not buy in going long. I would actually buy a position going short. So other than that, it's looking really good. Every time it hits the bottom, as we see, it continues to rise. And so it's really good to see this type of formation, which gives us an opportunity to make a decision to buy a position going up. It dropped a lot in the last few days, but that's okay. It's been holding at about right now it's at about 78, but you know, I do anticipate this to go to the upside here shortly. Other than that, I want to encourage all of you to you know, be patient, hodl, just you know, the only way to succeed in this is to hold on, to be patient when things are going down, and to buy opportunities once they're low, because like I was mentioning to you earlier, the chances of it being this low again is probably going to be highly unlikely, because once this starts moving its way up again, there's no way catching it at a lower price. So other than that, everything is looking really good, and I wouldn't be too concerned at this point. And you know, even if we look at the 30-minute, we begin to see it, as I was mentioning to you, short term already, it's already staying within this channel and sticking towards this support here. So it's looking really good, both short term and long term, as we begin to see it staying within the parameters that I put here. So looking forward to catching you guys and speaking to you again Saturday night as we begin to see what's going to happen, and I do anticipate seeing this graph up here. So other than that, have yourselves a good evening, and we will talk to you soon.